What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Toca Race Driver 3 video. The road to Formula 1 continues in episode number 6 here. We are off for the World Tour. 1960s Grand Prix. That is, well, that was pretty obvious, wasn't it? We can also choose the HPDC V8 Supercar Series, which we did in the last episode. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. YouTube has been a bit funny for me lately this week. Like the last, well, prior to my last video yesterday, the predictions video, that did alright, but the 3 before that, YouTube didn't even send it to my subscribers, so that was wonderful. But anyway, please like, subscribe, and let's get into the 1960s Formula 1 Mini Championship. We're off to Zandvoort, Spa, Nurburgring, and Silverstone. That is a tasty lineup.
Lotus Type 49. I remember seeing these for the first time when I was knee-high. The undisputed classic vintage race car, powered by a lightweight 3-litre V8. A real gamble when you consider that other teams were running with V12s and higher. The brutish delivery of its 415 brake horsepower was felt by a real kick in the back at about 6,500 RPM. The car went on to win dozens of victories, including a famous 1-2 for Jim Clark and Graham Hill at the '67 US Grand Prix.
That's cool. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Rick. He wasn't being an obnoxious twat for about 5 minutes of his life, which was very nice. Interesting to note that that car is just as fast as my R8, which is mad. That's, well, technology A was like that fast back in the 60s, and B, I have a car that was once as fast as an F1 car. But anyway, here we are for Zandvoort. This is a magnificent circuit. Should, well, if you have the chance, if you have a PC or any other game that you can access this track, bloody hell, you've got to do it. It's amazing.
Alright, stay focused. I know you can do it.
This camera angle to me feels a little bit weird, I'm not going to lie. I feel like it's not angled down enough, and there's a lot of understeer. No aero, so it's basically running around in a modern Formula 1 car with no front wing, essentially. That's the exact sensation I could describe to you guys. The low speed understeer is pretty bad. Alright, I'm going to have to deal with that. But Zandvoort, a high-speed-ish circuit, we may struggle.
Looks like you have a bit of a problem with your suspension.
Just a slight one. I don't really have a camera angle that I'm overly comfortable with.
Need a good drive to stay in the running.
Away we go for Zandvoort, take 2. I think I'm going to have to utilise the handbrake to get me through some of these corners, to be honest. Yeah, the rotation at low speed is not great, but I will also do my best to keep it clean. I know in the last couple of episodes things have got out of hand a little bit, and so I will endeavour to clean up my act in every sense of the word.
Your tyres are now at the optimum temperature.
Oh, that is very floaty through there. And the understeer is absolutely brutal. I think the last time I drove around this place was in Assetto Corsa. I did, it might have been an F1 2020 or an F1 2021 video. Gotta love Assetto Corsa, it's great for mods. I feel like at some point I will have to get back on that game and get back on the mod making. I don't make the mods, but the mod video grind. It really is fun to just have a little play around there for a video or two as we dive up the inside. Nice.
You showed great overtaking there.
Little move when just kind of threw it away on the exit, throwing it in too deep. P7. Ultimately, I just want to keep this clean. I want a nice, consistent championship. We've got a few races to go through now, so consistency now is well and truly going to be an element I'll have to adopt into my driving. Thankfully, we have 4 laps to get through the field.
Keep driving like that, and you're sure to end up on the podium.
Okay, I'll try. You know how I said I was going to try and clean up my act? Forget about that. And that right there is my karma. That is even more karma.
Nasty knock there. Stay focused now.
They're so slow over the top of the hill. But it's
overtaking there.
it's so risky because that's where you can lose the car so easily. Car is on a literal knife edge. That's where things become scary now in this championship. You've got a car that can literally brake at the drop of a hat. And now the races are getting longer, the season is getting longer. When we do make mistakes, it is very hard to undo them because there is no restart. Is this going to be a penalty? No, okay, wonderful. I'm going to lift. Safety lift now. I don't want to throw it into a barrier again. No, thank you.
Great slipstreaming there.
That lasted all about 2 seconds! Stop touching me, everybody. That is rather annoying. I actually felt like I got through that scot-free. Someone made contact and then nothing really happened, and then a couple of seconds later I've got damage all across the board now, and the wheels are red apparently. I don't know what that means. But maybe the alignment isn't great, potentially. But I got to negotiate this for another couple of laps. If I can recover to get, I don't know, P5, P4, that would be a great starting point for this championship. Actually yeeting it through turn 1. Don't mind if I do. Car is definitely not tracking well with the damage. But we are not going to give up. Hold your breath every time you go through there. No downforce makes things so much more fun.
Okay, this is your final lap. You've got to make your move now.
To be honest, I don't think I need to make any more moves. I just want to get this home. Oh, that is nearly ugly. Very nearly the end of my race. And then here, that is also a bit of a death trap. Just got to bring it home now.
Your suspension is starting to wear. You'll need to be a little wary in the corners.
Oh, bad exit. Can we get P4? Around the outside, into the last couple of corners. I had to use the handbrake really just to get the rotation. Didn't work. Last corner. Slipstream. We've got the speed. We're going to pull to the outside, and that's P4! Right to the tip!
Let's aim for that next time.
Oh, what a race. That was, I think, right at the perfect difficulty. Like, I was a little bit faster than these guys. I had a bit of damage. I really had to keep my wits about me to not crash. And in the end, it's a top 4. Wow, that's absolutely thrilling. What a way to start the championship. Only 3 points. So we need to get top 6 every single race. That is darn brutal. Next off, Spa. Wow, this looks very different to the Codemasters. This is a Codemasters game. This looks very different to the F1 games of today. Wow, turn 1. What is this? Is this a old layout by any chance? I don't know. I just feel like the accuracy of the track is just way off, that it's making me think that turn 1 is reprofiled or something. I don't know. Up our Rouge for the first time, and we already are starting again. Whoa, okay. Did I unlock the rear brakes there? That just slid me into the corner nicely. That wasn't even handbrake that time. Alright, again. Nice and easy. Up Radion. Keep it on the circuit. And we'll be able to punch out of here like no tomorrow. Here we go. Can we get the lead of the Grand Prix? I tell you what, we might be able to do something special here. They're all going defensive. We're going to switch to the inside. And it is not the lead of the Grand Prix. We are back to where we started. You know what, that was nearly the move of my career if I could have pulled that off, but no, just went in that touch deep. What are you guys doing down here? Are we crawling? Is this the formation lap? Wow, this is different. Codemasters. Have you ever been to Spa? Look at the gap between the road and the wall. Wow. Alright. Okay, unless Spa was reprofiled back in 2006, I will stand corrected, but wow, this is different. Can we go through Blanchimont flat out? That is the question. I'm going to send it. Oh, the curve is nice and flat there. Oh, those guys have spun out on... Whoa! Where are we going? What? The bus stop? What happened to the bus stop? What's happened to my car? It's horrendous. Alright, we gave up the time game there, I think. Spa is definitely different. I'm sorry to everyone who's cringing in the comments right now, screaming at me saying, yes, Spa is different back then. I'm sorry, I apologize. Look at the speed. They are very interestingly coded around here. Is it going to be Formation Lap City up here again? I mean, why are we going so slow here, lads? Is there a school? Is there a school right there on the corner, like a 40km/h school zone? No speeding section of the track, because that's what it feels like. My goodness. Who tested this game? Oh, back end. Front end. Side end.
You've got a slight problem with your suspension.
Really, Rick? I had no idea. Here we go through the school zone again. Everybody form up. The race is about to restart. And away we go! The 1960s Spa Belgian Grand Prix. Once again. Everybody goes on a truce through that corner. Oi! Do I risk it? That's why you should risk it. Ladies and gentlemen. That's close. Whoa. Look at the overspeed. To the inside. Whoa! What a move. Okay, I gotta learn this new section here. Left. And then right. Oh my god, that's a bad exit for you guys. Sayonara. I just need some space. I just need some space away from the AI where I can just do my own thing. Because they're all just on a completely different wavelength to me. Some of the speed that they, or lack of speed that they carry into some of these corners is just outright dangerous. Can we get the lead here? Please, for my health and safety, make this stick. Here we go. They're all over us into this section, but it's fine. We're coming up to the school zone. And guess what? Benjamin Daly, he don't care about schools. We're flying through here. Goodbye, everybody. Send me my speeding ticket in the mail because I am checking out of this 1960 Belgian Grand Prix. This is so cool. I'm loving the challenge of Spa being so different. And the car handling so abruptly. Oh my god, half the field is gone! Oh, if only I had replay cameras that would focus on other cars. They were all out sideways there. I don't know if the positional update is correct, but I would love to know how many people are still in this race. Last lap. Just bring it home, son. Just think how much easier Spa would be in the modern F1 games if all of these curves are just flat. That's half the battle. Not touching these curbs. Touch when you go flying, especially on the inside of Buon. Absolute nightmare. It's undone many people's races. Thankfully today I can lean on these curves as much as I like. Look at this. Curving on the inside, curving on the outside. It's absolutely...
Just don't get complacent out there.
It's absolutely beautiful. And Rick is losing his mind out here. He's jizzing everywhere at the lead that we've got at the moment. Into the bus stop chicane for the final time. That curve is actually a little bit uneven. So we'll need to watch out for that. Into here. Bit of a drifto boy. And another bit of a drifty, slidey.
Keep to the track. Going off like that makes your tyres cold. You're going to do it if you keep cool, so keep cool.
We're going to move on. All that matters is we won. 10 points to the tally. How many people... Okay, let's go back. How many finished? They all finished! You guys saw what happened, surely. Like, I saw 10 cars off the track and sideways. How have they survived? The camera's gone. We lead the championship. 2 points. And we have how many to go? 2 more. Nurburgring and Silverstone. Nice little start here. Turn 1 might be a little bit chaotic with the downhill approach and these cars not being too great under brakes. Every time I jumped on the left foot pedal, the back end would like to kick out. Thankfully, it wasn't the case quite through here. I have a feeling the AI is going to be quite difficult here.
Come on now. Get on that podium.
Alright, mate. It's only the first lap. Let's just calm down. Let's negotiate the chicane of death. Thank you very much. Pulled us out big time in the first episode, if you remember. What have I done? 5 seconds for literally doing nothing. I was on the track the whole time. Codemasters. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to get on with it. And I'm going to corner cut at other corners to justify getting the penalty. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Oh, it's the final corner. It's the last lap. I mean, 7th. I've got no point anyway. Not like the penalty even factored into it. The guy who's second in the standings definitely finished on the podium there. Yeah, Miller. Big RIP to winning this championship. We're still holding down P3, P2. P3, a couple, 1 point behind. Meadows could come out of the meadowy woodwork and nab this one for me. We're off to Silverstone for the final race, and I pray to God that the track limits, or the stewards, actually open their eyes for this one. It's go time for the finale of the 1960 Formula One World Championship here on Toca Race Driver 3. These are a handful. I can't imagine what the actual Formula One Williams is going to handle like. Hopefully better than that if we come into side-to-side contact. Take 2. Turn 1. No prisoners shall be taken. I actually thought we were running the big boy layout. Turns out we're not good enough for that. As again, more contact ensues into the right-hander. Some Project Cars flashbacks here where the AI just don't give a crap about your existence. And this layout of Silverstone is very odd indeed.
You're really flying.
And away we go for the finale here in Silverstone. And away we go for the finale. Space, space, space. Ah, no. Real estate is a very rare economy. Economy? Commodity in this series. So is keeping your car intact. Every time I jump on the brakes. Goodbye. I've got some good space. I'm not even slamming on the brakes. That was a light dab. One of those. That's all it was. I don't know what I've done. Like, the more and more that I do this, the less and less capable I become. I haven't got any further than this point in the circuit. And that trend may continue. It very much will continue. What is this layout? Oh, a big squeeze. You know what? You can have the big squeeze back.
Going off the track with that ain't good for your tyres, so stay focused. Your tyre is blown, be careful.
One random dickhead in front of me goes slow and it fucks up the rest of us. What is this layout? Why do we keep going through all the tiny little service roads of this circuit? I mean, in P5, my car is screwed, but this is somehow the best attempt I have made yet. I guess just surviving lap 1 was just the hard part. Like, the trauma is over. I just need to, I don't know, maybe gain 1 or 2 more positions. I'll see. Miller's up next. I mean, if I beat him, then it's happy days. We're not scoring points now. That's an issue.
Get back on the racetrack. The infield is no place to be.
I'm not on the track. That is also an issue. I'm not in the race anymore. That's an issue. Alright. Come on. This has got to be the final attempt. I've got through the first lap once. I can do it again. Surely I can do it again. All I need to do, not get any damage, and that is half of the battle over. Around the outside of bloody everyone. That is hanging it out sideways. Oh god, I've turned into a complete hooligan in this series. It's annoying, you know. A lot of these corners have like this little kink. I'm gonna have to go around this again. Has a little kink that leads into another corner, and it just makes positioning your car for an overtake. You're kind of like braking while still like turning, and it's not really too great for the health of this car. So even if I do survive the next couple of laps, and I'm in a good position, I can still just as easily throw it away. That's what I mean! You're angling your car to the left. You need to slow down as well. The car cannot do 2 things at once. Clearly, we've been recording for 50 minutes, and I haven't even completed the first series yet. For reference, most of my raw recordings turn out to be about an hour. Like the Monster Trucks episode, last episode, that was like 1 hour and 10, and I got through like 3 championships with that. All the while struggling through the dirt races. This is my bread and butter. This is Formula 1, and I'm still only on the 4th race.
You may have trouble with your gears as your transmission's starting to wear.
Can't slow down. I can't jump on the brakes because I spin out onto the left. Then I have to ease off the brakes. And when I ease off the brakes, I'm approaching the corner at 1,000,000 miles an hour and I can't stop and I kill everyone. I'm not incompetent. This series is just impossible with this layout. The track is too narrow and the track is just too stupidly laid out for these cars to negotiate. Did 1960s F1 cars race this layout back in the day? No, they didn't. So why are we doing it now? This wouldn't even be a problem as well if I could adjust my brake bias, if I could change my setup. But no, the game is glitched on PC. You cannot change your setup and save it. And so we're having to deal with brake bias that is fully round back to the weird. Look what this game has done to me, man. It's just impossible. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word. I am getting on with the job. Ah, yes. We're gonna do it. Please tell me I get 3rd at least.
Yes! You dodged the bullet. Nice performance.
There is a god. We're through. Right. P4, 3 points. It's good enough for 3rd. I don't care. We're moving on to the next championship. Meadows has come out of the woodwork and overtaken me, but whoever the hell was in P3 was way back there, so that was lucky on our front. We are out of 1960s Grand Prix racing, and it's only taken us an hour to do 4 measly little races. That says a lot about my ability, doesn't it? We're going to World GT and GT. A lot of you guys wanted to see this one, so we are going to do this one to, well, probably round out the series of this, to round out the episode. I've completely lost my head, to be honest. It's been a very rattling experience for my ego. Hockenheim, Laguna Seca, Bathurst for the first time this series. That'll be one to tune in for.
Mosler. Unbelievable top speed, superb handling, and a proven track record. With your hands on one of those, you'll learn to fly.
Get those girls out of the way, I can't see the car.
We've got a great chance this championship. I know you can do it.
Alright, away we go. Look at that little Valvoline Monaro fighting its way through this series up against Corvettes and Moslers. You love to see it. The Monaro, look at it, it looks so out of place. It really should be belonging with the second tier citizens back there. But anyway, I won't complain. This should hopefully be a much silkier, smooth championship to negotiate through than what we were just in. I mean, surely this is going to seem like 100 times easier. Damage is fine, handling, you can throw the car into corners, less AI to deal with. This is going to be paradise. I think all the commentary, all the raging that I did in the last series is kind of just like zoned me out here. A little bit speechless, I don't really know what to say. I feel like I've used all of my daily allowance of words. And who knows how much of that you actually saw from Silverstone, but believe me, there was a lot of outtakes and a lot of shouting at AI. But so this has just been the polar opposite. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Brilliant driving.
He's happy, I'm happy. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, crikey. See, if I was in a 1960s F1 car, I would be upside down in a crumpled up Coke can by now.
Well, take it, please. Don't come much better than that. Good job.
But in a much more forgiving Mosler, we're on the podium. The AI seemed to be quite a bit stronger. As I say that, this guy having a bit of a moment through the middle sector. Come on. Stop blocking, you prick. The AI definitely seemed tougher here than what they were at Hockenheim. They were really slow at the hairpin. Don't know what it is about slow corners for the AI. It's just a very contentious issue for the coding, I guess. But I think we could come back and get P2. No mucking about this time. Looks like this part of the track is definitely their weak point. I'm glad to have got that done. If I would have got stuck behind him again, I definitely wouldn't have got him back. So all the little 1%ers make a big difference at the end of the day. Whoa! Nearly lost it there. P2, there's a thunderstorm.
You can do this. You've just got to keep on going.
There's a bit of a storm going on right now, and it's a little bit scary, I'm not going to lie. But there we go, it's P2. Race leader absolutely checked out there. He's in a league of his own. Couldn't catch him. Fair play to Johnson. He is second in the standings, and I think our top three is fairly secure as we head to my neck of the woods, Mount Panorama. For the first time in this series, this is going to be a nice little test. This is probably the track I did the most amount of laps, most amount of running on. Like I said, like 3 or 4 Bathurst 1000s on this very game. We're going to draw a lot of experience from this track to get the W. I'm kind of worried about how the AI is going to behave up the top of the mountain in these cars. It's certainly a lot faster than the V8 supercars, that's for sure. So let's hopefully clear a little bit of traffic early to make life a little bit easier. Turn 2, Griffin's Bend. We want to have the inside here. Squeeze that guy out. No, he's just going to do me around the outside. Thank you very much, orange car. I didn't want to have any momentum out of this section anyway. What are you doing? Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright, not a problem. Alright. Fucking hell. The AI aren't messing around here today. hope this doesn't turn into another Silverstone. We can ill afford to have another one of those. I don't think my SD card can really handle any more delays. Side by side up the mountain. To be fair, I will leave a little bit more space this time. We're racing the orange brick again. Oh, okay. Just got a bit airborne there. Really unsettled the car. The Monaro has a lot of history around this place. You know, I would hope that they can fly the flag for the Australians. If not, I will endeavour to do that for you. As I knock off all of my wing mirrors. Alright, this is tricky. I remember Bathurst on Toca Race Driver 3 was considerably more difficult than what it was on Toca Race Driver 2. There's a lot of undulation over the top of the mountain, obviously, but more so than what you see in, like, iRacing. The track is very uneven from, like, the left-hand side of the road to, like, the right-hand side. And going over Repark and McPhillamy, we got airborne. So that's an issue, which I have not really experienced in any other game. We're still in P7. This is... We're languishing. Do something for me. These bricks are going to block again, aren't they? Yes, thank you very much! You own the overtaking spot on the track and you're blocking. Hope you're proud of yourself. Inside for turn 2. I remember you. Oh, I can't get rid of this orange guy. Like a bad smell. This part here, considerably tighter angles going down the mountain. I don't know how I dealt with this in the past. Ugh. Wow. Well and truly off the pace here. Just getting caught out everywhere. But yeah, I honestly don't remember Bathurst being this brutal on this game. I thought it was actually quite easy, but how wrong I was. We're so tantalizingly close to this next group of cars. I feel like if I did this race again, we'd be right on these guys. But, to be honest, I think I'll just be happy to bag the points and move on to the next series. Or can we? Can we get anyone into the final corner? It's 3 wide for all of these guys. Surely someone has got to bottle it. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1, 2, make that 3! We're on the podium!
I'm lucky. Not pleased it is.
Very much forceful. Very, very lucky. That couldn't have worked out any better for us. Oh, yes. 6 points. We maintain the leadership. As Davide Valsecchi would say, of the championship. We head into Zandvoort with it all to do. It's probably going to chuck me in last again. And last we are. Away we go. Very much, P4. I really hope that this is the full layout. I didn't really check the map beforehand. Hopefully we get to fly through this section of the track, which we are. The AI looking a little bit peachy through here. I'm not going to lie. Can we get the under and over? Yes, we can. Can we get this other Pennsylvania looking thing? Not quite. Into the next right-hander though. What are we saying? P2. We've got a race on our hands. That guy. The people, whoever the AI are in those cars, they just love moving over on you when you've got an overlap. It's a bloody joke. But now, this time, let's not let the leader get away. This is where my love for Zandvoort really blossomed. The undulation of this place is really amazing. Oh my goodness. Have you got an engine problem? Because there is no momentum behind you there, son. All these high-speed corners. Oh!
Sounds like your gearbox is taking a lot of damage.
I'm not restarting. I think maybe I was enjoying the circuit a little bit too much. Oh well. We got second and third in the standings right behind us. So, okay, we might still be able to win this. Definitely didn't make up as much time in the opening sector of the lap this time. The AI flew over the high-speed bumps. So maybe it's just a case of the AI just getting a bit of confidence. Tyre temps coming up. They can push a little bit more without losing it. I think our chances of getting P2 in this race are quickly running out. Just got a couple of corners to go now.
It's getting hotter, it's due to the damage.
With it being only the last lap, I don't think engine issues are going to stop us from finishing this one, Rick. It's going to be P3. I think that should be the championship win. But I won't celebrate too early.
You're through.
In any case, we're through to the next series anyway, which I guess is the most important thing. I guess championship wins, I don't think they really mean anything on this game. As long as you beat the target set by you, set to you, you should be good. But it's still a win anyway. And that concludes this episode of Toca Race Driver 3. Thank you guys so much for... Camera's gone again. I think that's just been the story of my life, really. This recording has gone on for so long. I had to reset my camera so many times. And yeah, the races are getting longer. The amount of events within a series is also getting longer as well. So it makes progression a little bit harder now. We're into tier 19. I feel like this has been a very disjointed video. I feel like I've constantly been interrupted. I've either been crashing, I've made silly mistakes. I don't know, just things have just not gone my way, and I can never string a full sentence together without something happening. So if that has bothered you, I do apologize, but I will endeavor to clean it up again for the next episode, although that was my promise for this one. But regardless, this is the lineup for the next two series. I think we definitely will give the 1970s GT Cup a go. Can't remember if we've done Formula Palma Audi. No idea. But for the next one, we have US Muscle Tour, Japanese Works Cup, and Off-Road Buggy Nationals. I'm thinking either of these two on the right here for the next tier. But I'll leave that up to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support shown on the Toca Race Driver 3 series. I'm really happy that you guys enjoy it, and I absolutely love going back down memory lane and playing it myself. We will get to Formula 1 eventually. And until the next one, I'll see you next time.